What do you make of so many QBs making more than TB12?
You know what? Right now, it's not really a big issue to me. You know, because you don't pay guys based on lifetime achievement. So where Tom Brady is in his career, where the New England Patriots are as an offense and as a team, it makes sense to make him whole in a way, to put him near the top in the top 10 of quarterback salary. But if you don't want to make him the highest paid based on what you're going to ask him to do, his age, what he's going to do going forward, that's okay. But let's get to like the all-time money list for quarterbacks. There was a time where Tom Brady was the best quarterback in the game, and there wasn't a question when he had Randy Moss and he was throwing for 50 touchdowns, and that team went 16-0-2. Yes, lose to Max's New York Giants in the Super Bowl, but Tom Brady should have been the top-paid quarterback in this league for over a decade. Tom Brady should have made more money throughout his career than any other quarterback that's playing this game. And it's okay that he's taking some shorts to help the team and that he was married to someone who also earned a good amount of money.
Made more than him.
But the fact that Eli Manning, your Eli Manning, has made so much more money than Tom Brady, it legitimately makes me sick.
Tom Brady worked with the team and took less in order that he would have a better chance to win. So you make your bed, you lie in it. Now, you could be mad as a player that the owners clobber you guys in the CBA because they run a de facto monopoly to the point where if you want to be good, you need to take less money. That's ridiculous, right? Like, why should that be the case? Nevertheless, it is. And Tom Brady has studied that and done the right thing by him so that we can sit here today and say that man has 6 Super Bowls, and you can be sick that other guys like Eli, who were inferior to him, most of the time, except when it mattered most of the time, got paid more. But that's part of the deal you make. You make your bed, you lie in it, Ryan.
I understand that. I'm not saying that Tom Brady didn't make a bet or that Tom Brady didn't make a decision and choose the New England Patriots and career winning and career longevity and career legacy over the money. What I'm saying is somebody in the New York Giants organization should have been a little bit smarter when they were picking to say, we're going to give Eli Manning this money. The Baltimore Ravens should have been a little bit smarter when they were giving out Joe Flacco's contract and saying, okay, we're going to make him the $100 million man.
What should Dak Prescott get paid? That's what I'm arguing. Don't give Dak Prescott
shouldn't be there.
Dak should get 20, 22.
There has to be a team to step up and say that is just because it's your turn, it's not your turn to be the highest paid.
And also, it's not like, well, I need to reset the market because the cap is going to be what the cap's going to be. If what you're really doing is resetting the market for your position.
Right.
Every penny that goes to you is a penny taken away from another position.
There's going to be a team that has to step up and say, this is what we're willing to pay you, and here is why. But if you offer a guy $26 million, $27 million a year, you can't expect him in this game where earning is so difficult, where seasons can end and careers can end so fast. Guys aren't going to step up and say, you know what, I don't want the money.
What would you pick?
feel like, what'd you say?
What would you pick? Pretend you're a quarterback, and I understand the salaries.
Say
you could have 3 rings. You have 1 ring, right?
Right.
So say you could have 3 rings, but you made a little less money.
Well, I will say this. I chose to go back to Pittsburgh over going to another place where I was offered more money because I was happy. Mm-hmm. My family was more comfortable there.
That's different than just winning.
Yeah, and though I knew I'd win and I knew that was where I wanted to play, I was also in a position of being an undrafted guy where rich enough was rich enough to me.
Yeah.
Some of these guys don't feel that way. Some of these guys feel like they need to get all they can while they can, and that's okay as well. So I may have picked differently, but that's not for everybody.
I've actually asked, this is a question that's been interesting to me, so I've asked, I don't know, dozens and dozens of athletes this question over the years, and I've come to the conclusion based on that an athlete, a top professional athlete who has made a lot of money, will generally say that they would sacrifice between 5 and 15% of career earnings if they never won a championship. Mm-hmm. They'd usually give between 5 and 15% of their career earnings if they've made a lot of money to have won a championship.
That's
a lot of money.
Not like 25%.
But 5 to 15%. If you made millions, a ton of money.
If you made a ton of money.
Am I overblowing that? Like, if once you get rings, you can make more in appearances and endorsements.
You are.
From
a football standpoint, you are, because we wear helmets, right? Not a lot of these guys are getting the endorsement deals of the Odell Beckham Jr., of the Tom Bradys. And so those things don't work that way. And then, like in Eli's case,
So quarterbacks
in Eli's case, here's also what happened to him. He doesn't have to give back any money because he still got 2 rings. No matter how he got them, he wouldn't think to say, you know what, the way it worked out for me wasn't good. But, you know, there are going to be guys who at the end of their career are going to have a ton of money and not have championships and not have opportunities to play in Super Bowl. So I think they will see it differently.
Here's the next thing. Bill Belichick, for most of Tom Brady's career, has also been his GM. If Eli Manning were drafted by the Patriots and Bill Belichick were his coach and GM, maybe he would have taken less. Maybe they would have worked together to work something else out. It's much easier to kick the can down the road because Brady has been paid a lot.
Right.
And it's always like, we're going to rework this deal. He's going to get more guaranteed cash. Somehow the team also reduces the cap hit. And then a couple years later, they'll have to pay the piper. But he's played for so long, they still haven't, you know, the check still hasn't come due. It's much easier to do that when you trust the organization to build a winner around you. So, like, we were talking about Kobe Bryant earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you say, what would you have done at the end of Kobe's career? I wouldn't have signed him to that 2-year deal. And listen, I was there at the time. No players wanted to come to play with him in L.A. On the other hand, if you're Kobe and you look at who was running the Lakers at that time, you're not like, I'm going to give up money so these guys can go not put a good team around me, right? A lot of that depends on you trusted the team you were on, the ownership and management and GM and coach, because they had proven to you that they could build a winner.
And the other part for Tom Brady, just really quick, I know we're trying to get out, is that he was a 6th-round pick, right?
Yeah.
And the money that he eventually got is a ton of money for where he was seen and how he was viewed
Eli was first
and where
overall.
he was drafted.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.